Megavanen Nibblings, welcome back to Uncle Eklenar's Let's Play Lotro series, episode 9. So we're heading back out into Rushok Bog from Needlehole, and we need to figure out what's going on with these dwarves. Why are they being so hostile? Why are they being accused of murdering a cow? That doesn't seem right. But they are up to no good of some sort. So the quest basically just wants me, I think it just wants me to defeat dwarves. So I'll get started on that. Alright. Easy enough. A single one of these alone doesn't pose much of a threat to me. Do I have that letter in my inventory? No, I don't. Right. Hunter. Oh, I believe this is what I need to be fighting, is a hunter. Oh, my chat log was scrolled up again. And not the trappers. The quest did mention hunters. But I'm not sure that it matters. I might be able to collect these orders from either hunters or trappers. So, yeah, like I said, it would have been nice if I had waited to do this quest, or waited on collecting the money bag for the refurbishing the town hall quest while I was doing this quest, but I didn't know that that they'd send me to the same place. So there we go, I got those orders. Alright. So, I'll get back on my horse, head back to Ulfar and Needlehole. Let's see what he has to say about all this. And now I completed the refurbishing the town hall quest. However, in order to turn it in, I have to go back to Assistant Fallowhide in Mickle Delving. And I don't want to head back there just yet. I was going to wait until I had done some more quests here in Needlehole. You know, while I'm here and while there are these other quests available, might as well do them. But I will be heading back to Mickle Delving eventually. In fact, Postman Redsmith there wants me to go to Mickle Delving. Alright, so here's Ulfar.
Greetings.
Again, he's asking me to pick an item. Now, agility is not that important for Bjornings, so I'm going to take his hammer, even though I can't use it, but I can sell it. So, he's talking about a dwarf named Skorgrim, and they were looking for a stone troll. So, perhaps that stone troll
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
was responsible after all. So it sounds like they stole the cow in order to lure the stone troll. Okay, so so this is a level 10 quest. And it's also a small fellowship quest, which means I'm supposed to do it with one or two other people. But I'm a big tough Bjorning. I think I can handle it myself. However, I think I am going to unequip my Stone of the Tortoise now. So I just drag... Actually, I don't need to drag it back. I can drag it back over into my inventory like this. And now it's unequipped. But I also have this other pocket item that I can equip. So if I just equip this Stone of the Dwarf Deeps, now that's equipped. It's swapped it out with my Stone of the Tortoise because they're both pocket items. So I'll close these, and now I'll accept his quest. So I'm gaining experience, or I'm able to gain experience again. Now this is what's called an instance quest. It doesn't take place in the greater world. It takes me into what's called an instance. And an instance is kind of your own private little area. Other players can't get to it unless they're already in your group when you begin the quest. So, so I'll hit travel now, and that takes me to the instance.
The Stone Troll of Rushock Bog. A terrible legend stalks the fens, enraged by the dwarves who seek to capture it.
So a lot of instances have a little voiceover like that when you first start them. And while I don't have anyone in my group to help me, I do have Ulfar here, who I believe is actually going to fight with me. And he, remember, like I said in the tutorial, Ulfar is not another player. He is called an NPC. But I believe he is going to help me this time.
Our quest will not be easy.
In the tutorial, I did a quest like this with Villa's sister, where we fought goblins together. So it'll be similar to that. So we've got to get in here. They have managed to capture a stone troll, and we've got to stop them. Now you might notice it's nighttime. It wasn't nighttime when I hit travel now. That's because it's nighttime in this instance. No matter what time of day it is when you start this quest, once you enter the instance, it's nighttime, and that's just something that a lot of instances do, is that they happen at set times of day. And you don't need to wait for it to be that time of day or anything. It's for story purposes, basically. And see, you can see them talking right now too. Oh, so they're attacking Ulfar. So instances will have a lot of this too, which is called scripting. And it basically, you know, these monsters have a little dialogue kind of unfold before you, and it's part of the story, and that's the point of scripting. So now I think I might be able to heal Ulfar. Yep, I sure can. So I clicked on Ulfar to select him, and then I used my Hearten ability to heal him. But he's saying he was wounded from that attack.
What a dreadful nuisance.
And that I'll need to head on and fight without him. I think I can handle that. I've got 4 dwarves here attacking me. The most I've handled up until now is 3 at a time, but I think I can do it. I'm going to heal myself. So I just used Hearten. And I'm going to switch into bear form. No. I've already... Hearten healed me pretty much up to full. But now I've got this bear heal that I can use too. Encouraging Roar. And now I'm all the way back up to full. So... these heals are pretty powerful on a Bjorning. Can I take 5 at once? Oh, only 4 of them aggroed, which means only 4 saw me to start attacking me. This one, though, is going to see me as soon as he walks over here. He'll start attacking me. So I'll use Hearten again. Put the Mark of Grimbjorn on myself. Build up a little more Wrath. Oh, just leveled up to level 9. And that Hearten heal is pretty strong. Wrath's almost full, so I'm going to switch into bear form. Start attacking them, use my encouraging roar. Oh, here comes another one. No problem. Wow, one hit. These guys don't stand a chance. So now this animation that he's doing is he's using an ability that has an induction. And I don't think any of my abilities have inductions. But an induction is an ability that takes time to execute. And I'll show you what that is as soon as I get one that's like that. But when you're seeing an enemy make that animation, you have an opportunity to interrupt it. And I don't have a skill that interrupts yet, but I will get one eventually. But if you can interrupt an enemy while they're inducting, you can prevent them from using that ability that they're attempting to use, which is very handy. Because if they don't get that ability off, then you prevent them from doing whatever it was they're trying to do. And in that case, I think he was probably trying to heal himself. I can't really be sure, but that's my guess. Usually when an induction is green, like he was just about to do it, that usually means that that they're healing. An induction will be orange, generally, if it's an attack. So, I seem to be doing pretty well here. Used Hearten on myself again. Yep, not having any trouble with these. This looks like the last group here. So here is Olweir, who is a signature, so he'll be a little harder than these others. But I think I can handle it. And there's a troll there in the cage. But luckily he's in that cage. He can't get me. So Hearten is a very strong heal. Boy, it heals me up very quickly. Very glad that I have it. Get my Wrath all the way up to full. Use Hearten one more time. Switch to bear form. So now I've finished off all the dwarves except for Olweir. What's he doing? Oh no, he's letting the troll out. Oh, the troll betrayed him. And I believe I have to fight the troll now. The troll says, I'll squash him to jelly. I ran out of Wrath there. So you can see the troll is also a signature. But, not much of a challenge for a big tough Bjorning. I do believe that's the first troll that I've killed. I don't see any more enemies. So now I need to find Ulfar. Now I left him at the entrance, and he was injured. Well, looks like a couple of dwarves have shown back up here at the entrance. I see Ulfar down there. Yep. Picked the wrong Bjorning to mess with, Trapper. Don't worry, Ulfar, it's just me. I'm not a bear coming to eat you.
I am at your service.
So? He's thanking me. Saying he'll give money to Philibert for the loss of his cow. And we have completed this instance. So if I hit finish, it should... yep, it says the quest is complete. I hit travel now, and this takes me out of the instance and back into the main world. So here I am. There's a player there with a fancy mount from one of the festivals. So now, if you may realize, this is exactly where I was when I entered the instance. So it took me back into Needlehole, same spot where I was. And that's usually the case when you do an instance. It's not always the case, though. Occasionally, you will end up somewhere else when you finish an instance, but it's usually somewhere convenient. So I need to talk to him again in order to turn in the quest.
Well met.
So he's giving me quite a selection here. Now this is light armor, which I don't want. I want medium armor. I could take this. This helmet is a good bit better than the hood that I'm wearing. That robe is light armor, so I don't want it. These leggings are a little bit better than what I have. Ooh, now this axe. It's a two-handed axe. So I could take it. It does more damage than what I have. I'll go ahead and do that. So let's take a look at this axe. Now I've gathered quite a lot of materials here. A lot of these are crafting materials. These scrolls give you crafting recipes. I'm really not going to go into the details of what to do with them. I'm sure there are other videos from other people that go into that. And I'm not going to bother to sell all of my stuff on camera either. I'll sell this hammer that he gave me earlier.
Did you need something?
But, the inventory system is not particularly complex. See, I sold that hammer. So I'm going to handle selling a lot of the stuff off camera. It's just not very interesting, and it would save time. And then I can spend more of the video doing quests and more interesting things. So let's see about this. So now, as you can see, these my abilities here do 2 attacks, and they do 2 attacks because I have 2 weapons equipped. When I switch it to just 1 weapon, they're only doing 1 attack. And even though that weapon is better than the 2 weapons that I had equipped, I think it might be doing less damage overall than when I have both the spear and the dagger equipped. So yeah, it looks like that is the case. Not a whole lot less, though. It's very close. But I think I am going to stick to the spear and the dagger, even though this axe does look really cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But it looks like going two-handed, or dual wielding rather, going dual wielding is the better option, really. So I'll stick with the spear and the dagger for now. But maybe if I learn something different about how two-handed weapons work with Bjornings, maybe I will switch. So I'll hang on to it for now, and I may want to equip it cosmetically. But more likely than not, I'll just end up selling it. So it is nighttime now, and Lord of the Rings Online has both changing weather and changing time of day. So you can see the sun has set in the main world. I'm not in an instance this time. You can see kind of the last bit of twilight on the horizon, stars in the sky. It's a very pretty game. But I think that'll do it for this episode. So I might spend the night here in Needlehole. It's looking very inviting with all of the warm lights that have come on in their hobbit houses. But next episode, I'll come back and I need to deliver both a post satchel and a pie out of Needlehole. So tune in next time for that, and see you then, Nibblings.